Okay, so it's the 18th of September, and I'm going to be doing some more work on Nimble today. Probably finishing off a couple of different tasks that I wrote up yesterday, mostly involving the last level of the game. Yeah, not many left now. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for. I've got a bit of a headache, but maybe coffee will fix that. Maybe. Okay, alright. Let's run the game, see where we are. Had a pretty successful day yesterday fixing some smaller bugs. Yeah, had some help from people on Twitch, which was nice. That hasn't happened before, really. So that was a cool new thing. Okay, let's make sure the music's running. It's not. There we go. Alright, okay, so let's run the last level, see how things are looking. That's kind of this is kind of a bit of a not feature creep, something that I'd be adding for a PC version, but I quite like the idea of when you click, there'd be some feedback on the screen where the mouse cursor is. I think that'll be cool. Okay, I'm looking out for some cogs right now. Yeah. Okay, so two things I noticed there. I need to shrink the size of the initial explosion on the fireball. Shrink. I need to address how often other things are spawning as well. Yeah, okay. I'll play one more time, see if I can get something else from that. I was tempted to add wax dripping from the candles and hitting the ground, but it goes by so fast it doesn't matter. That's me just wanting to polish for the sake of it. Stay on target, right? Okay, so that fireball thing's quite cool. That's an easy win. I can polish it up, but it's fine for now. There go the pillars. Not seeing many cogs to run along, you know. No boxes either. There's a double cog there, but. Yeah. That flame asset could probably do with some work. I think I might increase the speed of the animation. So let's mute that a second. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna have one more go at a lower speed and see how the sort of platform generations, what the variation of it's like. So up at 250, not seeing any additional gameplay elements. So there's one there, but so that's one of the things I want to look into. Yeah, that fireball's not quite the quality that I'd like. Okay, I think that gives me enough to work from for now. So we need to look at platform generation, which I've still got open here. So there's where the fireballs are generated, there's where the cogs are generated. So currently you need to be travelling over 160, which is basically the low to mid speed, because 240 is when you start spawning the larger cogs. And there's a chance to spawn them every 10. So every 10 platforms that get spawned, there's a chance that a cog will spawn based on whatever it is. Based on level 4. So every single platform that spawns has a, let's have a look, a 33% chance, I guess, of it being either fire, grass, or a rock. Fire is the fireball that goes across the screen, the grass is the cogs, and rocks are the crates. So basically a 1 in 3 chance. That's fine, but I feel that maybe it needs to be a 50% chance that it's a cog, because right now it's just stacked incorrectly because of how often there's more opportunities for crates to spawn. So if I go fire, grass, grass, rock, that means we've got a 50% chance of it being grass, which is the cogs. That's confusing. But I've got to find it again now. This event sheet. Can I just close that? No. I don't think. Yeah, so I need so many, right? Let's minimize level 1. Level 3, 2, 4. Okay, so this is what I want. I might remove all bookmarks and put one on this. So that's the previous bookmark. Yeah. Trying to get rid of all of these bookmarks so I can actually jump between code when I need to. I don't really use the bookmarks very often, actually. Okay, excellent. Right, so I can just put another one at the top and I don't have to keep scrolling up and down all the time. Right. There, excellent, right. Okay, what we got? So if it's a cog, we want to. At the moment, we're just spawning it in the middle. Does work. It's just not. We obviously want to move it around a bit, and we want to make sure that there's space to react. And right now, the platform widths are too tight for that to actually work. So I'm thinking of maybe only spawning cogs on large platforms. I don't know what the platform generation's like though. Let's try a bookmark and see. So the block type is either small, normal, normal, large. There's a 25% chance that it'll be a large platform. So 25% chance of a large platform with a 50% chance that that will have grass on it. I don't know how that probability pans out over the whole game in comparison to everything else. So if there's a I don't know. I don't think that's quite. Because I'm only spawning them every 10 platforms. If it's every 10, that platform might not be. It's got a 25% chance of it being large. I might need to change the actual size of what I class as a normal platform on that level. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Width. So if I make that, say, 160, that's a considerable difference. So the small platforms and the medium platforms are going to be way, way different. I'm actually just going to test this right now. I think that's going to make a considerable difference. Well, I hope anyway. OBS is always telling me that I'm using too much CPU or whatever. I think the stream seems to be fine though. Right, so more likely to see cogs now, I think. So every 10, once I hit around the 250, there should be a pretty good chance of that. One nice thing about the flames that come across the screen is that I could kind of put those anywhere. They could just be spawning almost every platform because they're not really bound to whether or not you're able to land on something and then jump and react. It's more kind of... Well, because it's an airborne thing, it's quite easy to avoid. Right, so I'd expect to see a cog pretty damn soon because the game's going quite fast and I need to slow down. Yeah, I'm still not seeing them often enough. Maybe every 10 is just not often. I'm gonna try and count these mentally. I used to have some debug information to tell me how many platforms had spawned, but I think I've ripped that out now. So I'd expect to see one in a platform or two. There, but that was not useful. Even though I've extended the minimum size of a normal platform, that still seemed too small. I was going too fast to react. I had to... It would have been fine if it was actual grass like on the previous levels. Like, that was okay. I feel like maybe I was toying with the idea yesterday of having platforms that were basically just a cog. I feel like I might need to do that. Because if it spawns on normal, you just don't have enough time to react. Because you've got to land on the platform, provided there's space to land. Then you need to jump again onto the cog as soon as you can. And then you've got a small amount of time to work out whether or not you should jump from the cog to the next platform or from the edge of the platform, which means either dropping off the cog, which can be risky because of the amount of airtime you've got, or jumping midway off the cog onto the platform then off again, which means you could maybe miss a jump. I think I'm asking a little bit too much of players, I think. Especially because this isn't like... this is like the first... It's the early part of this level, so it would make more sense if it was like the large cog or the double cog as it is right now. That would be fine, but not the base level. I think I need to add a new block type. Yep, we're gonna call it cog. And what is the actual size of a cog? So the width is 48, the height is 24. So I basically just want to spawn a normal, everything from normal. But the size, so the width is always going to be 48. And the height is going to be all this stuff minus 24. Is it minus? No, it's plus 24. Because plus 24 goes down in Y, right? I think. Y positive goes down the screen, I think. Yeah, because the origin's 0 and it's top left, I think. Fuck, I don't know. We'll see. Now I need to go back to my other bookmark. So on block type, let's say normal. And then we could say cog. Does mean cog could spawn anywhere technically. That's fine. What determines it? So if it's a cog, it does that. Ingredient type is grass. Block type is normal. So what I need to do here is basically all of this stuff, but the block type needs to be cog. So it's basically the same deal, except, and I'm gonna make it twice as likely to happen. And I feel like that's gonna work. I'll test it straight away. No, and gonna make sure the chat's running. No one in here, but that's fine. Right, okay, so let's see how it's running. That's weird. Oh. Didn't load the right level. Okay, so let's see. So as soon as the game starts speeding up, I reckon around the 250 meter mark, we'll start getting single pillars of cogs that you can run on. One in 5 chance every 5 platforms spawn. Seem like decent odds. And there's one. Slightly off. To do with moving over a pixel or making the platform slightly wider. Oh shit. But instantly that felt more like a tuned level. That made a big difference. Oops. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I accidentally clicked off. Huh, okay. Alright, so I should probably be trying to see what kind of score I'm getting here as well. It's 250, so we should... Oh, that seemed awfully high. I think the reason that seemed too high was because it was. I think I screwed up. I should have been setting that to... Where are you? Cog, right there. That should be minus 24, not plus. That should fix it. What the fuck? What have I done? Why are the characters through the floor? Undo whatever that was? Or is that just because that character's broken on that level? I'll play it back as that. All I did was minus 24, that shouldn't have put the character through the floor. I have a feeling that character's just broken on that level. It will be an easy fix. Oh no, what? That's really strange. What the hell? So if it's cog, which it could be 1 out of 5 times. Really? Like that? That shouldn't have done that. How bizarre. I actually cleaned my mug because I noticed when I looked back at a stream from yesterday it was filthy. Gotta give some kind of impression like I'm not a complete mess. Oh, well, what the fuck? Why is it okay now? Oh, what the right. I am noticing nothing spawning as well. This is very strange. Why am I doing 24 when I could just do 26 here? That's so weird. 26 pixels. That means it needs to be above the lava level, which. I guess we'll see it change again. Yeah. What the fuck? There's something really crazy going on. That's really strange. I can't get my head around what the hell's going on. So since that, this is totally bizarre. So if I get rid of all this, it means it should, in theory, set it to be the same every time. I think maybe I'm adding too many clauses that are kind of overwriting each other. Why I'm falling through it though is just... that's just weird. And I noticed that even the sort order got messed up. My character had moved behind the candles, which that should basically never happen. Okay, so there's a cog straight away. Okay. So this is all working fine. I mean, obviously you'd never really want this many cogs running at the same time because you'd never get anywhere. It's kind of funny actually, I can't ever go fast enough to... So this works totally fine. Why was the collision wrong? I do need to move the cog over like 2 pixels or something, but... this works completely fine. Why was the collision off before? That's crazy. So what did I actually delete then? So the 1 in 5 chance, I guess. Maybe it was something to do with that. I thought that meant it was like divisible by 5. The number of whatever block number it was divisible by 5. I thought that's what percentage 5 meant, but maybe I'm wrong. Right, so now they'll only spawn if it's a cog. Right, so that's a cog. That makes sense. Again, cog. Right, this is making a lot of sense. So 1 in 5 chance of a platform being classed as a cog, and if it is classed as a cog, it has a cog on it. Right, this is what I want, and I do want to fix the positioning of said cog, but it probably has something to do with that percentage 5 thing, which worries me because it means I might not be using things correctly. Those boxes though. Wow. And fire. Almost want to put the cog on like a spindle rather than on a platform, but I really shouldn't change something like that now. So close to that finish line, I shouldn't really be messing around with this stuff. Really. Huh. This actually feels kind of cool. If I was to make a Nimble 2 that wasn't like an adventure game or a Castlevania style game, which is obviously what I would like to do with it, but if I was to do like a kind of runner again, I would make it level based. I would design the levels because I think it would be better than it being infinite. And I've got some cool ideas for how I do it. I'd have like, you know, elevated platforms above other platforms, and you have to choose which run to go through because of different hazards, and you've just got to get different times and stuff. Like, I think it would be really fun, and it would be something nice to do straight after this. You know, like sort of reuse all the art assets and maybe add some more. But like, this actually is cool. I'm impressed. It's working well. Although it's easy because I'm slow all the time. But yeah, something that was level based, I think that would be kind of cool. Like a sort of spin-off game. Let's kill this. Yeah, Okay, so that definitely works. Set position, the X plus. Don't know how many pixels off it was. Let's say 3, maybe. I think it was 3. Why did I just put it in brackets? I don't even understand how that stuff works. I thought if you put something in brackets it meant you handle it separately to the rest, you use the sum of whatever was in there, and if it's a 3 it doesn't make a difference. I don't know. Maths is not my strong point. Otherwise I'm sure this game would be much better. I've broken it again. How did I do that? How have I broken the collision? So weird. It was also too far over anyway, but still. Why don't I just get the size of the asset? It's not like it's going to change. 48, great. So I set it at 24, easy. Where's the origin of the asset? It's in the center. So so we set it at X plus 24. Yep. No messing around. So strange. Right, I'm not through the floor this time, am I? No. What the fuck? It's done it again. It's like, as soon as I see one of those, as soon as I see a platform that spawned below the ground, it just totally screws up. I'm wondering if it's got something to do with actually hitting the lava plane. Like maybe my player character's falling off, but the sprite isn't. It could be something like that. It's really strange. I have no idea what's happening. It's gotta be something to do with the lava. I mean, I never want the platforms to be that low anyway. Yeah, because that was low then and it didn't do the same thing. And then it does, yeah, it's something's going on with the lava. What could it be? I don't even know what the lava asset is. Where are we? Lava hacks. That doesn't make me feel good that there's something called hack in my final stuff. Right, background. Let's have a look. It's not like on a weird parallax layer, is it? 50. It is. Is it usually on the other levels? Yes. Why? Where is it? And it's in the Y as well. I think this could be the problem. Do I do this on the water level? Please say I don't do it on the water level. I do. However, I don't put the lava on it. Water, sorry. I put it on game front, which is not on a parallax layer. I'm totally doing something very, very bad here. Is that what lava hacks was for? What the fuck is lava hacks? Alright, gotta look this one up. Do I reference it anywhere? Because it doesn't look like there's anything on the layer. Could be on options, maybe? Nope. This is worrying me. Put this on lava hacks. Then get rid of that weird parallax. And then play it and see how it runs. Some of the stuff is just so much legacy stuff that's affecting everything else. Well, that seems to fix the problem. It's not good that I can obviously run into the lava. That means I need to change the minimum platform size, which is probably... yeah, that's probably why it was set the way it was. Because obviously now I can stand in the lava and it doesn't class me as being dead. However, we've got some cool game going on here. Right, so... what happened when I found the lava then? Okay, right. So... I might need another layer. Because lava hacks, I think, is where I spawn all of the particle effects. Yeah, that'll be it. I'm gonna add another layer to that level. Why not? But if I did a search for lava hacks and nothing came up, that means I'm referring to the particle effects by layer number. So they're trying to spawn it on a layer rather than... this level just never ends. The tasks on it just feel like we've been working on it forever. Didn't play the particle effect, I've broken it. So that was just referring to its number. It is playing it, it's just playing it on the wrong layer. Fuck. Where would that be? Gotta find Lava Land. Right, it'll be that. Where are you spawning? Spawning on the background now, right. So lava hacks was also, I can't remember, was that also on the parallax? I think it was, wasn't it? Which do I want that on the parallax? I don't think I do. What even spawns that? It's on collision with lava. And what's the collision like mesh for? Oops. What is the collision mesh for this? It's exact. Fucking it's hot in here. Let's try that again and make sure I fix the particle effect. Why did I have an offset lava thing? Lava hacks. Put that on lava hacks. Wait. I think I know what it is. So if I set that back to 100 and 100, I think it's because I'm not. I think lava hacks is for any overlaid particles. Oops, running the wrong level, sorry. Layout even. This isn't even what I was meant to be doing. Totally sidetracked. Right. Bam, perfect, excellent, right. So I'll do another run for a bit and see what happens if I... Wait, what the fuck? Didn't class me as dead. Which it probably should have done. Doing another low platform. I swear I trod on it and it made the sort of splash effect. Low platform, come on! Some cogs would be good too. There we go. 1 in 5 chance. Doesn't feel like it right now. I mean, I obviously don't want to be able to spawn in the lava that... walk in the lava, sorry, but... Cogs aren't very effective at slowing down. I think I want to disable Yeah, basically I don't want to play the sort of smoke effect if you're under the lava or maybe even water. I need to check that level as well. Okay, right, so lava doesn't kill you. It's kind of funny the effect plays. I guess I'm just doing a touch event, I'm not killing the player at the same time. Yeah. I guess I need to work out what my minimum lava height is. And then never spawn a platform lower than that. Looks like the exact size that I reduced to make the cog spawn is the size that is the minimum. So I probably already worked it out in the past. That's probably what's happened. So, easy fix. Get rid of what I've added. I don't need to kill a player for hitting lava because it won't happen anymore. Typical. Okay. Right. Not feeling it tonight. I don't know why. I blame it on being distracted by having a number of very good games of Counter-Strike. It's yeah, very distracting. Yeah. Where are my bookmarks? The hell? Okay, right in the back. Yeah, so this cog platform thing, that's not plus 24. Was that it? It was the Y that was the problem, right? Say plus 25, I think. I think it was like maybe 1 pixel off, maybe 2, but ugh, cold. Why? That's always going to be in the right place. So it's the cog platform itself that seems to be the problem. So I usually, the height is so the height's the problem. I'm pretty sure it used to be 50 because I'm removing 24 for the height, so it's going to go back to 50. I wonder if I can get away with 40. Is 40 enough? Yeah. The abomination. I didn't use a menu. Terrible. Let's see how it sounds. Right. Nope, wrong level. Okay, that might be the minimum then. It was pretty close. It does feel like if that ever is to happen, it should be because I need a cog to spawn. Which means I should probably put in a check to make sure that those... That was actually perfect, that one. Getting there. That's a serious game. Yeah, I don't like it when they're spawning multiple like that. It looks terrible. Feels like they should always have a cog on them if they're gonna spawn. It's cool. I don't really want to ever have more than one at a time, but... I mean, it's fine if it happens sometimes. That isn't bad. I just need to put some more clauses in, that's all. Clauses? Conditions. I keep saying clauses. What the fuck? Right. So, if it's cog, it'll spawn. It feels like these two need to be in place. Anyway. So I'll put those in there. So if it checks that, then I'll do an else, and it removes the option of ever getting a cog. I think that works. And just to double check, this doesn't need to be a cog. Block type doesn't need to be cog, does it? I don't think it does. I think it just needs to be... maybe it does. Depends if I want it to be 100% or not, I guess. So if the block type happens to be... if it's cog, it'll spawn cog. Block type. I'm not checking ingredient type, am I? So yeah, that's right, I think. Yeah. This generation stuff. That's another reason why I should have done levels, because my brain isn't made for this generation stuff. Right, so that looks like a cog platform straight off the bat, but I think it's probably just a thin platform and they look similar. Well, okay, there's one. I was gonna say there's no candles, and I've seen 3 in a row. So I guess there's a 1 in 5 chance it could be a cog platform. Oops. Normal cog there. Well, that was bad because I didn't see a single one. It's 1 in 5, maybe too harsh. shouldn't have made this game so random. Oops. Should have maybe made it so that there was a slot. Set it out more like Cannibal or something. Haven't seen a single one since. Definitely travelling at the right speed for it. There's one. Okay, the chance is just probably too low. I get a single cog. Need to fix that. It is on the list. So much work into a last level that I don't know if people will get to. Okay, this is actually working quite well. Double cog. Right. So when I hit 250, I expect to see a cog, a crate, or a flame. Okay, crate. Now I expect to see a cog. Yep. Right, so I think what I need to be doing is... Wow, okay, these... I guess it's the nature of random, like, sometimes stuff will be easy and sometimes it'll be hard. But I think what I do need to do to counteract the frequency of cogs is make the frequency of flames higher. I also need to obviously... That was kind of rough. Oh hi, Robber? Maybe? Yeah, it's going okay. I'm tired and kind of fed up with some of these problems, but yeah, it's going okay. Ah, hello, Metal Felix 623, I guess. Thanks. I'm working out the spawning of the random elements of the game at the moment. So in this level there's some cogs that you can run on to slow the game down, and then there's fire that you can hit to speed the game up, and then there's these crates that you need to avoid, otherwise you crash and die. So I'm trying to work out the frequency of spawning stuff. So that's a fire. There's a cog to slow down. The second one. Third one, that's probably a bit too often. Yeah, I need to work that out. It wouldn't have been so bad if there was more things that were trying to speed me up, like that. So if you hit one of those, it's a considerable increase in speed. Maybe I should cut the cogs that spawn in the middle of the large platforms. and just make it so that the only thing that can spawn in the middle of a large platform is either a large cog, which at the moment is represented by 2 cogs next to each other, or a crate like that. I definitely need to make a new sound effect for when you get hit by the fire as well. Yeah. No, I made everything except the music. The music's made by a friend of mine, who's very, very good at what he does. I'll just play another level, just to get his music some more exposure, because he's pretty damn good at what he does. Yeah, so this is basically the initial level of the game, so all you gotta do is whip candles, whip a certain amount to multiply your distance. So your base score is made up of your distance multiplied by how many candles you've got, and then multiplied by the accuracy you've managed to whip those candles. So if I was to say whip now, my accuracy will go down, so I'll get a lower score. But I can slowly crank that back up by hitting more candles. Obviously I'll never get 100% again. And then you can use grass to slow down because the game's constantly increasing in speed. So yeah, there's a number of different levels. They've all got like different, and there's different characters as well. And they've all got different elements in, like this level's got like rocks that you can hit and then still got grass to slow you down. So all the characters are very similar, but it's just kind of a way of customizing the game to however you want to play it, or however you want it to look while playing it. Yeah, so on this level there's also fires as well that'll make you go faster. So you can kind of balance that. So if I was to hit that fire then, it would be hard to control the game, so I've just gone through some grass. Oops. Oh, thanks for following. If I go through some grass it'll slow me down, so I can control the game better. Of course, if you go through grass just... what was that? If you go through grass just before you hit an edge, then you might not make your jump, so you might just want to jump into it and then out of it quickly. How long have you been working on this game? I actually released the original version of this game on iOS, I think the original version of this game was made like 2 years ago. And since then I've just been like making updates, and yeah, this one's basically let's say the last update. See, that's an error I need to fix. That rock was spawning over the edge of the platform and that looked a bit crap, so I need to fix that. I'll make a note of that in a second, but I'm sort of just enjoying myself right now. I like this level's got some longer platforms than some of the others, so you can get some like really fast runs. It's pretty cool. I really need some grass now to slow down there. There we go. I need one more patch and that'll be... come on, just one more patch. Okay, I'll need a single patch again. Yeah, that rock spawning over the edge is a bit rubbish. I need to fix it. Just some... oops. Yeah, some dodgy mounts. Yeah, thanks. It's a simple game, but I'm quite happy with it. Right, so I'm just going to jump back to Codeland. Right, so I just need to make a note of that rock as well. What level is that? I keep forgetting. Level 3, is it? No. 2? 2? Is it 2? Is it? No, it's not 2. It's 5, I think. Yeah, 5. Right, so level 5, rock spawn over edge. Awesome. Right. Yeah, the music's amazing. He's like, it's my friend Barry Topping, also known as Epoch. Really good stuff. Let me just grab his Oh, is my stream down? Looks like my stream's down on Twitch. Or it could just be my internet's playing up. Yeah, my internet's playing up. It's fine. Yeah, I'll get a link to his work. Yes, if you want to listen to more of his stuff. Someone just followed then. Who was it? Oh, Robert. I assume that's how you pronounce it, the name. Yeah, so his music can be found here. It's pretty good. He's done a lot of different stuff. We've actually worked on another game as well in the past. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's this one. If it loads. Yeah, so this one. Here, this was another game that we were working on at one point. Yeah, so he's got a pretty varied, like, sort of style. It's pretty awesome. Now I've got to wait for this to auto-save so that I can click save, and then I can kind of jump back in and do some of the rest of my task list. And as awesome as Barry's music is, I'll need to mute him. Yeah, let me just get a link to the game, well, at least a video of the game that I was working on. That had this soundtrack. Huh, somebody's loaded a video of it. Weird. Never seen that before. Yeah. So I'm just closing that for now. Some tiny lags on the stream. Okay. Yeah, and this is another game that we've worked together on. I think one of my problems is I'm on profile and I should be on channel. I think. It's fine. Right, okay, so where was I? The cog frequency I need to fix. So at the moment it's spawning, it's attempting to do it every single time that that platform spawns. And I'm going to finish off yesterday's wine, I think, as well. Why not? Straight from the bottle, the classy individual that I am. Even better the next day. Okay. Right, so the frequency in which this is spawning is not right. So I need to find... So right now I'm basically checking to see if the game's running slow enough. Let's make that a little higher. think that might be okay. Yeah, it was a kind of like a Robotron style game. I wanted to work on that a bit more. It was kind of a quick game jam game I made for New Year in 2013, I think. So I've not really gone back to it since. Maybe I will after this. After when I finish this game, maybe I'll go back and kind of polish that one up. I think it's maybe a bit too close to a Flash game to really put it on Steam or something, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting a bit save happy again because I keep losing track of what I'm doing. Right, so the cog platform thing works quite well, so I'm going to say that's done. However, cog balance is not. This level still doesn't feel right. And by the way, if this is lagging a little bit, it doesn't on the YouTube exports that I do afterwards, so you can watch those as well. They're linked on the channel I've just linked to actually. Right, so let's check the frequency of the normal cogs. So I basically want to take the. At the moment they're spawning in the center, but I kind of want them to spawn further to the right, so I need to change their position. So I create the object, and at the moment I'm just setting it there, and then I'm setting the position afterwards. I wonder why I'm doing that. There may have been a bug before. So at the moment I'm setting it exactly in the middle, so I want to kind of not do that. I want it to be further towards the right, so let's say random. So we start at the middle of the platform and we just need to get the right side. So let's say a quarter. Let's say a third. So whatever the platform's width is, so level 4. Level 4 platforms. Dot width. We're going to divide that by 3. Yeah. I feel like I should maybe do the same thing with the crates as well. Yeah, I'm going to do the same with the crates. And then I'm going to test it again. Oh, sorry, I totally missed Metal Felix's previous message about the game engine. If you're still here, if you're a beginner, I cannot recommend Construct 2 enough. It's excellent. I wouldn't be making games in my free time if it wasn't for that. I mean, I make games professionally as a job, but I'm a designer, so I don't really have to make an entire game on my own. In say, well, my day job, I work in CryEngine. But in my spare time, that wouldn't really be viable. There'd be too many different, things I'd have to do. It'd be just crazy to to work on something of any large or medium, even something with small scope would be quite taxing. So yeah, like this allows me to make an entire game on my own. I wouldn't have done this without Construct 2. So I think it's excellent, and I recommend it to anyone who wants to make a game. I really want to make a guide actually to show how genuinely easy it is to make a game in this, but it's just time. I haven't had a chance to do it yet. Once I finish this game, I might go back and, as part of my post-mortem, show how I've managed to, pull off some of the stuff I have in this. Okay. Looking okay so far. Haven't been many flames. That's something. Ooh. I would like to see flames more often. Interesting. Double cogs and a crate on one platform. I might need to watch out for that. Because if they overlap, I don't know what I'm going to do. Getting some weird frame rate hitching going on. I'm wondering if it's because I'm running Twitch in the background or not. It's very strange. Or I'm generating something too fast. It's weird. Okay, so there definitely needs to be fireballs more often. That should be the main challenge in the level. Okay, that was unfair. Sorry, I'm mainly just testing at the moment, trying to get a feel for what I need to do to change the game to make it feel more complete. Balance is feeling right at the moment. I just think there needs to be more fireballs. This feels really balanced. It's good. I like it. It's working quite well. Like I said, there should be a bit more challenge. I need, yeah, like that. Like that was perfect. But like, it's doing exactly what I want right now. This is the kind of challenge I want. I feel this feels difficult. Yeah, this is good. But, yeah, okay. I was going to say I needed a double cog situation, but it was too far to the left, and you just don't have the time to respond to that. Those things need to be on the right all the time. Yeah, okay, cool. I was quite happy with that. Right. Right, so let's look into the double situation. So how am I setting the position of these things? Oh god, that sum looks fucking... Right, okay. So I'm choosing a random position along the platform. So I'm getting the X value of the platform, which is the far left of the platform. Then I'm adding the size of the cog. So I'm basically trying to get the midpoint of the cog. So because the center of the cog is the origin point, so I'm adding the left side of the cog so that it's immediately... So you've got your platform and your cogs along the left of the platform. And that's the furthest over it can be. I actually don't want that. I understand why I did it, but I don't want that anymore. Because I'm assuming it's going to be the same deal on the other side, so I'm basically getting the left side of the platform, adding... So getting it into the same position as the low end of that random value. And then I'm adding the entire platform, and then reducing the size of... I'm reducing the size of the... That's strange. Either way, that's not how I want to do it. So I'm just going to keep that, copy paste that there for reference. Disable it, but what I actually do want to do is get the... So the X value will be the X value of the platform plus the platform width divided by 2. Oops. Divided by 2. And that will give us the midpoint of the platform. So right now it's spawning in the center, but we want to spawn it between... I'm just trying to think, maybe the center's fine. What would be best is if I had... What I'm doing with the single cogs, they're on a single pillar. If with the double cogs, they're either on a double pillar or on a large platform. That would be better, because then there's some kind of language being built there. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set it in center, then remove its width. So that's going to set it exactly in the center, minus its width. And then for the one that's going to be immediately next to it, I need to add its width. I think. I accidentally cancelled that, didn't I? So this one needs to be plus width. And if I'm correct, that means they'll be next to each other. Hello, Mr. Cryptic. Hi. Yeah. This should work. I'm getting some really weird hitching. I'm not quite sure what's causing that. I'm wondering if it's because I've got... Could be because I've got Twitch running in the background. I don't need to see Twitch in the background, all I need is the chat. I'm not sure how to get that. Profile... Video manager, I think, maybe? No, that's not right. I just need the dashboard. Yeah, dashboard, that's what I need. Then I hide the video preview and it might not affect my performance. Cool. I think. Well, we'll see. This machine is meant to be a bit of a beast. It shouldn't really be pitching like this. I'm hoping it's not something I've done to the game. Right, so I'm going to try and go as fast as possible now without like using cogs too much because I need to see what a double one looks like. Give me some fire, come on. Yeah! That was pretty cool. I really want to make a level-based version of this game. I just feel like I'll be so fed up with it by the time I actually release it, this update. So I'm not seeing any double cogs. This sucks. What the fuck? Why were they separate? Why were they separate? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm setting the position to the X value of the platform, the midpoint of the platform, and then the width of the grass, which is the cog. This should be right, but what I'm going to do is say plus 24 on that one and minus 24 on that one, because I've had problems referencing objects that are being created and then moved within a very tight frame. Just in case it doesn't have a microphone. Right. I do find playing as this character quite difficult. I'm not really sure why. All the characters are basically the same. Like, this character's sprite is taller, but their collision isn't. Like, the hat doesn't have any collision, but it's slightly taller than the other characters. It's the only difference, really. I just find it a difficult character to play with. Could be because the walk animation looks a little bit like a little jump. Maybe? I don't know. Exactly. I do like his melting effect when he gets hit by the fire. Again. Double cogs, come on. Yeah, and I'm right. So that's a weird thing. So when you spawn stuff, yeah, that's totally right. When you spawn stuff at real time, for some reason, because obviously it's spawned when it gets to that second command, because it's spawning it at the edge of the platform, and then I'm moving it. But because it's happening so fast, it's not doing the maths correct. It's so strange, but basically I have to use hard values rather than referring to objects, which is, I mean, it works, it's fine, it's not inefficient or anything, it's just, it's not a clean way of working. It's not good for future-proofing, but this game's basically done, so future-proofing's not really much of an issue. Especially because, as I've mentioned a couple of times in the stream, I would be interested in making a level-based version of this game. I would almost entirely rewrite it, because the way this game works is it's not lending itself to level-based at all. I would make something quite different. It would still feel the same, probably look slightly better, to be honest. The animation will probably tie better with the movement. But yeah, that's so future-proofing is not important to me in this game, really. So okay, so I would say the platform widths, they seemed okay then. The fire sounds wrong. Fire spikelets, platform bases. I'm just going through my task list right now. Oh, the fireball animation's too big. Where do I do that? Spikes. Scale 1.5. Really? I'm going to scale it down a little bit. It doesn't seem like I need to, but I had it in my notes, and that's one task done. So I'm just going to go with it. I'm currently not drawing different bullets. So when you hit the fireball and the little ones come off, they're just scaled down versions of the fireball. I could do some unique ones, but I don't know if I really need to. I think it actually works. And it's so pixelated that it works by default because it's quite noisy, the actual image. I'm just going to run it now and see how the fireballs are. I think I need to increase the frequency. It's close though, it's very close. If anything, I think the frequency of candles seems a little low on this level, but it's the same. I'm actually using the same candle generation on every level. Like, that's something that doesn't vary between levels. I didn't want it to. I wanted to kind of. I wanted there to be at least one familiar element between the levels, like something that is a constant. Even it's a constant random, but it's still a constant. Like the logic for them spawning is the same in every level. When they spawn in 3 like that, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, there should have been a lot of fireballs during this. Like, there was one man, but... And the animation for that needs to be faster, actually. Maybe better, but it's That's just polish. It's like everything could be better, right? I'm really thinking of getting rid of the single I need to fix that. It's in my notes already, though. I really need to fix the single cog thing. I don't think it looks good in the middle of a long platform. I think that should just always be a crate or something. I've got these like single cog platform things, so I should just use those instead. Although it is interesting that they added a bit of danger. So I'll leave it for now. There's a double one. Great. That's a crazy score. Yeah, let's look at the frequency of the fireballs and also the asset itself. I think it needs to spawn, it needs to animate a little quicker than it does right now. Oops. Let's have a look at it. I think just I don't think speed's going to change that much. I just don't think the animation's very good. Let's increase the speed. It might hide the. No, that looks really bad. I think it just needs more frames in the animation. Ah, I don't have my stylus plugged in. How annoying. So I need to do something in between these two. Okay. I'm not going to do this right now. I do need to improve this animation though. It's not good enough. What was that? I received a friend request on PlayStation. Weird. I never really use it. I hate when that happens. I think I'd already moved that up and down. Let's try that now. Let's leave that for now. I think that could take me a while, like just fiddling with a single asset. It's like it's such a polished task. Like there's things that don't work, so I need to get them done, and things that aren't finished. So yeah, I can do that another time. Fire sounds. Should I do one now? Yeah, gonna try a fire sound effect. Because what am I using right now? I'm using the lava sound effect, I think, and it's not. That ain't gonna work. That's it spawning. I need to. Where is it? That's when you go through a normal one. Yeah, so that's what I'm using at the moment, but that's got that kind of splash sound, so it's basically like, that's the one when you hit the lava, so I need to make something that's more explosion-like, I guess. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm just going to run the game in the background, as I like to do when I'm doing boring. Oh, it won't let me do that, will it? Sad face. Let's put an interesting background on while I look for something, or just play some of the music. Because I've just got to look through Windows Explorer for longer than I'd like to try and find where I've got my tools. Grassy Grove. There you go. I'm just going to mute this, sorry. Yeah, just to let you know, I'm just searching for some programs right now, and this hard drive is slow. Yeah, this is taking ages. I'm literally just searching for an executable. It's just... Come on! I hope it's on one of these hard drives. Maybe it's not on one of these hard drives. That would be embarrassing. Just see if I can find some other sound files that I may have worked on that not used that could be useful. Like, what's this? No, not those. Yep, that's no use. That's from a different game.
I love that sound effect. It totally sounds like something from Metroid. I was making a sort of Metroid-style game at one point as part of a game jam. I really need to write a post-mortem for it as to why it failed, actually. But yeah, that was a cool little game. Well, what's that one? Is that the same one? So, yeah, so that's the one when you fall in the lava, but... It's close. It's close to what I want, but not quite. Not quite right. I need to get the... Oh, I didn't find anything! That does make me think that maybe it's on a different hard drive. I'm probably gonna just disappear for a second while I find it, because this might take longer than I'd like. Maybe. Just gonna give it one last. I could make something really quick in SFXer, I guess. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do that. Right, where are we? Let's open up SFXer. Yeah. The website one will be fine. Can you even get to the website one anymore? Maybe not. Oh yeah, you can. Cool, right, let's try and make a quick fire effect. Right, what we got? What's the cutoff on this? I don't use the web version very often. Wait, am I muted or anything? No. I don't use the web version of this very often. Needs more... Where is it? This is different to the one I usually use. Where's the distortion? Right, okay, getting somewhere. Needs to have more of a sort of slow push as well, though. How would be the best way to achieve that? not that. Nah, there needs to be more to it than that. It's not quite right. There's something missing from this. They're not doing anything. Minimum frequency's no use to me. I'm not getting it. This isn't the one that I usually use. Could do with that, really. Maybe a repeat is something I don't want. See, that's close, but I want the frequency to be. Sounds too much like an explosion. It's not quite what I want. It's not that far off. That could work. I could work with that. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going with that. fire hit. I think that'll be fine. I can always send it to Barry afterwards if he's not happy with it. As he is my audio dude. Right. Probably doesn't help though, doing that through some really shitty headphones, but that's fine. Sounds from... Sure. Okay, right, what have I called that? Fire hit, haven't I? Class effect spike just to stay stay consistent with the rest of the references to the fireballs. Spikes, apparently. Right, okay, so let's do a quick check for spikes. If you hit just need to find the touch event for that, so player hit on collision with spikes. I don't have the I hate the way Construct doesn't do that. Like, if I click something here and then I close the search here, if I press up and down, it should take me to what I want to look at. It doesn't. It's so fucking infuriating. Because I've basically got to look through each of these to find out where that is. It's really frustrating. Ah, where is it? Right, let's have another look. Spike level setup. No. It's in level effects. Shouldn't be, it should be in something else, but that's fine. Right. The problem is, Construct will only look if something is already open. If a folder's already open, it doesn't open it automatically if you've got it selected. It's so unintuitive sometimes. Don't get me wrong, it's a great engine, but it has problems like all engines do. Like, they all do. That's just, but that one thing in particular, it really eats into my time when I'm bug fixing. I mean, one could argue that I haven't organised my work that well, but it doesn't matter. This is something that I know that is consistently slower because, yeah, because of not good reasons. Right, like the silenced. Let's just copy paste that down there. Cool, right, so we've got a unique sound there. Save it. I'm just going to make a coffee. I will be back in a second because I'm out of wine and I need to wake up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to run the game intro and stuff like I like to do when I disappear for a little bit. Okay. Loader. Okay, I have returned. Oh, I think I may have left that paused all that time. Terrible. Never mind, sorry. Right. Let's get the stuff working, shall we? I am back with coffee and grapes, so... For those that may or may not be watching. Okay, so... let's see how this sounds. Come on, give me a fireball. No, I missed it. Another. That could have been a better sound effect. It's fine for now. It sounds broken almost, but that's fine. I've just realised all that time when I had the stream paused, that's gonna be in the upload for YouTube. I need to basically just stop the upload from... Sorry, stop the stream so that the uploads are cleaner next time. Coffee is not edible yet. Way too hot. That's pretty close, to be honest. I feel like maybe I could layer in the normal fire effect as well and it would be okay. I might try that. Because the players still burn after they've hit the fire, so that could be fine. That could work. I'm also going to increase the... Yeah, I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to add a second sound effect for when the player's burning. And that's going to be at volume normal because it's going to be kind of a background sound. And I think it's Flame, SFX Flame. Yeah, I'm just going to double check that's actually the right one. Yep. Okay. Add that to the other sound effect. Yep. And I was going to increase the frequency as well, so that's going to be a bookmark. Right, so that's here somewhere. Ingredient type fire. Every 3. Really? That doesn't seem right. I've currently, well, according to that anyway, if the percentage 3 thing actually is what I think it is, it should be every 3. I guess. I should probably speak to somebody about that. Or Google it. I'm going to ask someone about that instead. Googling it won't be that easy. That's strange. It should be doing it quite regularly. If I disable that, will it do it every time, maybe? Oh, it's only every time the ingredient type is classed as fire, which is checked every time something spawns, but it could be grass, or rock, or fire. Let's get rid of one of those grasses, because we don't need all of them. And I can test the sound effects at the same time. I'm really conscious of the fact that I left the stream doing nothing. And when I upload this to YouTube, it's just going to be a big chunk of nothing for a while. I'm not sure if you can edit YouTube files and make them smaller. I'll have to have a look into that. So I'm not going fast enough yet for the fire to start, but that's actually pretty good. Yeah, so that is actually how that works. So that's basically spawning a new fire every single time it comes up in the dice roll, basically. What even is all this stuff? I literally never look at any of this stuff. Okay, right. So I was having a little thought then when I was waiting for the kettle to boil. I didn't need to make a double cog asset. I just need to make one of the cogs, rotate the opposite direction, and put it in the foreground rather than the background so the character is behind it. So it's as if one cog is rotating one way and pushing the cog the other way, so it's like, wait, like that. So as that one goes round, that one goes round. Is that right? Yeah. So it needs to be basically doing the opposite direction. I think. I need to think about it. That should be right. Yeah, they need to be going into each other. Which means, so if it's turning away, one of them's going to be going in the direction that makes it look like the player's not going to be helped by the speed of. They're not going to be helped in the speed by it turning. I know how to explain myself, honestly. So what I could do is, those grapes are amazing. Is mirror the image, and for the mirrored image, put it in a layer, spawn it on a layer behind the player, and that should work. So if I open up level 4 and try and find where the cogs are. If I look at this, so that's rotating to the right, which looks like it should be slowing the player down. But that's because the player would technically be on the right side of the cog. If the player was to say be on the left side, then they're going to get a boost from it. The only way of really showing that it is the left side is having that little knobble bit in the middle in the foreground. So all I need to do is basically... I'm wondering what all these other animations are. Well, that's snow. Weird. So's that. Is it animated snow? Wow. That's an unused asset in the game. Weird. And I'm assuming this is what I did to kind of work out how to do the cog rotation. Yeah, that'll be what this is. Yeah. Interesting that I keep this stuff around. The weird bulging snow's strange, but... So I basically need to mirror the image. When it's mirrored, put it in the foreground. And that should be on the first one. I'm going to try that now. Because if I don't have to make an asset, I will avoid it for now, because I've still got quite a long task list, and I do kind of want to be sort of ready to build trailer assets by the end of the week, this coming week. These grapes are amazing. They're very mouth-watering there. I'm quite conscious of that. Okay, right. So we create this one and we set it -24, so that's the one that's further to the left. So let me get this straight. This is the one that's going to be going the other way. So we're going to get this object. Press X to... I've just seen a system command that I never... I don't know what that is. Weird. Anyway, instead of worrying about that, I'm going to just do set mirrored. Yes. And set layer. Move to layer, and then what's below player? Game. Do I usually? Yeah, game front. Okay, so yeah, it might take a while to test this, but I think this will work fine. How long have I been streaming for, I wonder? Okay, so I'll have to go quite fast before I see the double cogs, but when I do, hopefully it'll be obvious that they're going in different directions. One just disappeared. What the fuck? One disappeared. That's strange. It's mostly strange because the origin of the object is in the middle of it. So yeah, that's a strange one. It's like it's being deleted. I mean, I could just make a new asset, but it just seemed like, oh, I can, you know, I've basically got the stuff ready for it, so. Whoa. Why is that disappearing? This is pretty cool. Yeah, it's getting deleted too soon, I think. I need to maybe enable slow motion again. Why is that getting deleted so soon? Because I'm mirroring it, yeah, sure. That means the origin moves. But to be honest, I wasn't looking close enough to see if it was they were both rotating into each other. Have to keep an eagle eye next time. But the fire isn't quite as frequent as I thought it was going to be, so I'm actually quite happy with how it's... Set mirrored, move to layer game. Wonder if that's the actual problem when it's moving its layer. Why am I even doing that? When I should just be setting its layer to start with. Hopefully that'll fix it. Hello, it's Knob. I didn't realise you had followed. I must have been away at the time. Right, here we go. This is gonna work, it's gonna be fine. I'm sure of it. I think maybe moving it to the layer was maybe setting it to the origin or something. I think I'm just hoping for the best. The grapes are amazing. I can guarantee it. No! Right. Come on, fire. I need fire. There we go. More fire. Now we need double cogs. Come on, not one. We need two. Come on. It still disappeared. Fuck's sake. I didn't even notice which way it was rotating. Why would it disappear? Yes! Yeah, bug fixing. I mean, to be fair, I should be getting other people to do this for me. But these grapes are great. I think they're just from Tesco or something. They're great. Very Moorish. Yeah. Why are they getting deleted? I'm gonna just comment out the code I use to delete these in cleanup. So that's how I set their direction. So I create them every tick there. So it sets their speed and there's the destroy. So what I'm going to do is... Oh! That's why. So for me to... basically delete these things, I'm checking to see if their visual representation is less than their own width. And by mirroring something, it instantly becomes minus its size. So, what I need to do is change how I clean that up. Fuck you, Construct, for not letting me do that as well. That is definitely my #1 feature that I want, like, Zero to fix. Is if I have something selected and it's in a search term, if I clear that search term and I press up and down, it automatically opens up the tree of whatever folders I'm in and shows me where my current selection is. It's driving me insane. Like that it's just it's in cleanup anyway. I can find that, but still, that's not the point. When you get event sheets this long, it becomes painful. Oh, you're just starting out with pixel art. Like, I would say I'm not particularly great at pixel art. I realise I'm not a noob anymore. I'm getting better. I started doing it about 3 years ago, I think. In fact, I can show you my first pixel art game, and you'll see what... You see that I have come on a little bit. Let me show you. It's quite funny to look back at it. So it's quite simple in comparison. So yeah, basically it was I mean, obviously it looked quite messy because it was a weekend game jam thing. We made it for the Ubisoft game jam. But I think this is basically the first pixel art I've done. Yeah, like that was 3 years ago, as the timestamp shows. And yeah, basically, basically, I had no idea what I was doing. I think I drew the character for that game on a whiteboard when we were doing the game jam, and I just kind of, I guess I just tried things until it worked. It's funny, the first character I'd made, like going pixel by pixel and thinking about what I'd done, is actually the Jack B. Nimble character sprite. So the one I use in this game is literally the first sprite that I'd drawn and animated while thinking about what I was doing. It's just kind of funny that's still the same sprite I use. It's obviously gone through a couple of revisions. Like, I think originally it had a really, really big football head. Like, it was like Stewie from Family Guy, or what was that cartoon that was on in the 90s? Hey Arnold. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that was how he started out, and he just kept thinning up until he had a kind of more, I guess, workable shape. And yeah, that character is the first one I did, the one in the other video, and then this was, I guess, the second, really. And yeah, I started to get better over time. In fact, you can probably tell. I'll just open up my Pixel Joint account, and you can tell that I sort of started doing this gallery. You can't seem to link to gallery on Pixel Joint. It's kind of annoying. This might work if I just stick it in the chat. So you can kind of see from here. Hopefully that'll open up. I'll open it in incognito and it should tell me whether or not that'll open the right place. Yeah, okay, so you can tell. You can tell over time that I changed the way I was trying different things out. Like there's obviously there's a paint over style one I did in the Metal Slug style, and I very quickly decided Metal Slug is not the style that I can do, really. Like, I appreciate it and I can kind of emulate it, but I couldn't animate it. It's just way too much work. That sounds lazy, but it's just, I'm not a good enough artist to achieve that. And you can see, in fact, there's a little, the one before the Metal Slug one is well, I should probably just open it on here. So this guy, this is basically Nimble, but as I assumed he would look like on a SNES. So if I was to do a follow-up to this game, it's kind of how he would look, maybe. And yeah, I started doing a few like bigger ones like this. They're still daily. I did them in a day, you know, like an evening or whatever. And yeah, I was trying different things, and you can see where I was most comfortable. Obviously, I did some in the style of my current game. I was trying to kind of define a style for it. There's a little GIF for it as well. It's funny actually looking back at this because the jump animation looks really rubbish. Yeah, this I quite like this little Metal Gear one. Like, it looks like a game and stuff. Like, it's kind of cool. Yeah, like, I just basically tried loads of different things. Like, there's a few things here that are basically, like, I look at an image, I have it on one screen, on the other screen I'm just kind of, like, drawing it as I go, and, like... And you get something that looks kind of a bit more exact. I used a few too many colours here, but, you start learning how light hits things, and learning how to use as few colours as possible. Like, there's some things like this is, like... Yeah, I'm using 44 colours in this image. Like, look how few pixels there are. Why are there 44 colours in that? It's crazy, but yeah, and I did improve over time. I need to do more actually. And yeah, around this point here, I started to work out what I actually enjoyed doing, and basically what I enjoyed doing was cute things. And so stuff like this, I like doing things like this. It's very simple. It's just 10 colours. I don't think I needed to do 10, but yeah, just a couple of colours and just a very simple drawing. And it's very just like, you know, straight on outlines, just giving you a basic shape. And I think I tried to get a bit better with it by doing something a bit more like with angles and shading, but not successful. And then I started doing a few more animations. Something like this, I think, works quite well. Something straight on and, like, yeah. And then I tried something big the other week, so I tried doing something like this, which is based on Earthworm Jim character. But it's large, larger than it really needs to be. But it was like a shading exercise. It was trying to do some different shapes. Yeah, and I think the smaller ones are actually a bit more successful. Like, I think something like this is probably too small. I wouldn't say I'm a strong enough artist to really, like, get the most out of the small amount of pixels. I think that's okay, that one, but I think this resolution, like this Pac-Man one, I think this resolution is kind of where I'm strongest. So I think in the future I'll be working to something around this resolution, which is, I would say, roughly double what I'm working on in this game. Roughly double, so I'll be upping the resolution and obviously upping the color count. But yeah, as for actual tips, I'd just say just do things like find people you like and see where they started and where they ended and see how they got there. Like I looked at by the way, Pixel Joint's great for this. I basically looked at a couple of like pixel art pieces that I liked on Pixel Joint, and basically went to their account, found their first ones, and then sort of slowly tried to work out how they got to where they were, and that was quite useful. But as for like learning things, like I mean, one of the best learning experiences I've had is working on this game because I've been making it very authentic. I stay within the pixel grid. I never deviate from it, so I work within a very tight resolution. I don't use alpha. I'm sticking with a 4 color palette. I never deviate from it, so that's given me a sense of discipline. Especially when I was kind of doing, you know, like that little orc character had 44 colors in it. That's an example of no discipline. And again, that was from that angle, it looks all right. But if I had to try and animate that, I'd be screwed. I'm not quite at that level yet, so doing something side on kind of fits me a bit better right now because I'm still learning animation. And pixel art and everything to do with it. So basically knowing your limits is a good way to kind of improve. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Hopefully. These grapes are amazing. Right. Okay, so I need to where was I even? I just remember eating some grapes and yep. Okay, right, I'm just going to run the game again. Come on, give me a fireball. Okay, right, so that was what I was going to be fixing. I was going to fix the fact that they disappear. And I was trying to find it in the cleanup section after I had my little rant about Construct. Where is it? It's not an effect, is it? Cleanup, there we go. So what I want to do is find where I'm deleting that and change it to if the x of that is less than 0, I guess. I think that'll work basically if it's anything off the left side of the screen. If it spawns on 0, which it does, I think that might cause problems. I might need to check if it's less than -5 or something. But we will see quite quickly if that's the case, because basically they'll never spawn. Yeah, a lot of pixel art is just kind of... I guess it's just knowing how other people have done things so that you can kind of find out how to do them yourself.
like especially with animation, like learning timings and stuff by seeing how other people time their work. I don't think any cogs are spawning. Nope, it works, it's fine. Just need to double check that it works all the time because there weren't any for a while then. Yeah, like these, like this level, obviously I looked at Castlevania 3 when I was building it. I mean, I never like directly reference anything, I just see how they did something and then do it my own way afterwards. Yeah, it's... And like almost everything, like even down to like the fact that this game's quite polished, it is literally just time. Just piling time into something, making it look the best it can. You don't get a lot done, you don't get a massive breadth of work done, but what you do get done, I think, well, I feel is good quality. And it just comes down to putting time into it. That's how I feel anyway. No cogs. That's one then. Okay. The nature of random. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I really should work out what my, like, who my kind of, I guess, pixel art, like, kind of heroes are. Don't think I said kind of enough there. I think Paul Robertson's amazing. He's definitely got a style I like. Again, quite an authentic style as well. He sticks to pixel grids and rarely uses transparency and never uses gradients and stuff. Like, that's kind of the stuff that I like. I find most stuff that Capybara Games make, their work generally looks pretty solid to me. That's not a style I particularly do myself though. It's not really one I know how to do either. That's sort of like the sword and sorcery thing. It's not something that I really like it, but it's not really something I do myself. I've done similar things before. Like, I was making a game, which I would like to go back to, called Bureaucracy, that had, you know, full-formed characters with no detail, but like very pixel heavy, like sort of, so they're very highly animated, but their forms are very basic. I think that's the only way I can really describe the sword and sorcery stuff. I really like it, it's just not something I'm particularly strong at. And I'm quite proud of this in a number of like ways, because I haven't used a reference sprite. Like, you see a lot of games where you can go, right, they took the Mega Man sprite and then they made a new game with the Mega Man sprite, or they ripped off the Mega Man sprite. Like, I literally made this from scratch. I don't think I used a single reference for it. That's a bug I need to fix. Yeah, I made it from scratch, which, for better or worse, has made it look the way it does now. Obviously, I heavily referenced the whip animation from Castlevania 1. Because that was where my
homage was, I guess. Yeah, so building the player character and then building a level that fit the player character and then trying to work out what kind of backgrounds would fit the levels that were built from that player character. Like, I think I've managed to get like a style together that's quite cohesive. And I even managed to get some kind of like higher res rendering of him as well. Okay, I didn't see that message. Okay, I would say if you're making a Metroid Castlevania thing, I would watch on how... I would look more towards Castlevania 1 than Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Make your life as easy as possible. Like... And I would say really know your source material. Like... I realise that there's like a lot of Metroidvania style tick boxes you can have. Like, right, you get this to make this, you get this object to make your abilities extend to the point where you can pass this obstacle. That's basically the, well, it's not basic. That's a really complicated way of saying it. But the Metroidvania formula is quite well known. But it's actually quite difficult because there's a lot of different levers to be. Wow, this is really difficult. But they are turning towards each other, which is what I was looking for. It's actually quite complicated to set up and balance. Whereas if you made something a bit more simple and level-based, you could potentially spend more time thinking about mechanics and thinking about polish. And polish is really important, I think. But I'm biased because I like polished games and I like to create polished games myself, so... Yeah, I would always lean towards doing something that I think is feasible than something that's like, oh, we tried to make the best thing ever, but we didn't manage to achieve it. And I'm just a bit scared of Metroidvanias for that reason, because there's a lot of levers there, like you have to set up your challenge at one point, then the solution for that challenge you set somewhere else that has another challenge in front of it, and you end up with this really sprawling map by default. Like, even if you're doing something that only has like 3 or 4 unlocks, your map needs to be quite sprawling to actually justify it. And yeah, it's just quite complicated. And the difficulty in this level is not good right now. And I need to run this in debug to see if I'm actually destroying these things. Where are they? It's level 4 grass I'm looking for, right? Yeah, so this thing. It's going to run quite bad because I'm debugging it. But it's annoying that I've opened up a drop down and I can't see any information in it. Take that out, so give me earache. I'll have to have a look at some of those links myself, actually. I'm always looking to improve, so... I've just found that generally time is the most
It's the most important thing. You just need to put time into something, and the more time you put into it, the better something gets. That's always the case. So knowing scope is quite important, because if you keep a narrow scope, then you can spend your time on other things, like polish. This is not going to be easy to balance and debug. Yeah, I'd like to make a Metroidvania myself. Maybe not with this game, even though it's a Castlevania style game. I think if I was to make another game like this, I would make something a lot more like either a level-based version of this, or something more like Castlevania 1. Not like 2 or 3. Well, maybe a bit more like 3, Castlevania 3. Something where there's like different paths with secret exits. My favourite Castlevania game by far is Rondo of Blood. Like, it's far better than Symphony of the Night. Like, I will argue with anyone about that. I didn't see that switch to 1. I really don't know how to use the debugger. It's very annoying. I guess I'll just keep running it until I see some of the graphs on screen. Alright. Oh, it is getting deleted. Cool. It's working now. But that's a good example. It's only showing 1 because the other one's gone off screen. Awesome. Right. That works. And yeah, totally agree. Like, sort of... I guess it does depend on what your goal is. Like, if you're meant to be showing like a kind of prototype of something that's meant to be bigger, or you're trying to deliver a complete package. If you're trying to deliver a complete package, no one cares about something that's unfinished. I'm just going to open up some of these links you've linked to, because yeah, I could always do with some help myself from time to time. Okay, I think I have seen these on my travels. I've just probably taken in, like... Let's open it up over here. I've probably taken in, like, maybe...
I quite like this guy's work actually. Like when I said like there's people who are worth following, this guy's pretty good. I like his style. I think if I could dedicate more time to pixel art, I'd be able to go more towards that style. Yeah, his stuff's good. I might pick that up actually. I'll keep that open on the window. Buy it sometime. Yeah, Derek Hughes thing. I've read this. This is pretty cool. Again, I probably only took in about like 10% of it or something, but you know, lots and lots of 10% add up to more than 10%. Yeah, I've seen this one. It's pretty cool. And I've seen this image before somewhere, definitely, but I don't remember seeing all this stuff. I mean, there are a few like lessons that are really obvious, like the pillow shading thing. Like, I think I've been guilty of doing that from time to time, but shading in general is just very difficult to like sort of get your head around if you're not like a great artist. Like, I still feel now that between those two, I'm probably going to end up doing something more like the one on the left. Yeah, like this. In fact, this is quite a good example actually. Like, between all of these, yeah, I don't think I'd ever end up with that end one. It's just not. There's a certain level of artistic eye that I just don't have. I'm pretty sure I could. Well, I could do that, obviously. I feel like that one's better looking than that one, but yeah, I can. It's quite an interesting analysis actually, because I feel like there are some where it's like there is an artistic eye required to achieve certain things like this. I feel like I could probably get to that level and better, like without too much thought, but. And this stuff as well, like the whole like over the top, too many pixels, too messy. I think I've learned to not do that now. I think, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to keep this open. It's quite interesting actually. I like all these different styles, and I'm a big fan of this one for some reason. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for the link. Now, where was I? Well, I think I've fixed the cleanup issue. The level's still not balanced yet, but I don't need to do a double cog anymore. I'm pretty happy with the whole like having two next to each other. I don't need to do like an extra large one, which is what I was going to be doing. There's just no point doing that extra work. I don't need to do it. Platform widths. That's a check thing. Fire. Okay, so at the moment the fireball that comes off the edge of the screen, when you hit it, you get a load of fireballs that come off it. Right now, they are just going in the literal directions of when they're hit. They're not continuing with the speed of the game. So I need to basically cheat a little bit by adding that. It just means it's just a kind of little bit of busy work, really. So where I've got behaviors here that set so that's the behavior that I've got that sets its direction. It moves in. I'm going to add a second behavior that's going to be controlled. Well, I'm probably just going to swap them over, but it's going to be controlling it following the rest of the game. Yeah, okay, so let's do search. So yeah, same deal here. So right now I'm not actually setting its direction, but I can. So I want to basically take the bullet angle of motion, yeah. So I'll do it on the second animation, second bullet action, I guess. That basically, by default, the angle of motion's 0, so it's always going to go to the right from my point of view. I want it to go to the left because that's where everything's going to be moving on the screen. And likewise, I want the speed of it to be changed as well. So it's going to be moving with everything. Yeah, okay, so I basically just want to move the speed of the rest of the camera, but I want it to be the other bullet. So it's the wrong spike. It's this one I want, right. So that sets it off the side of the screen. So I want it to be the other bullet, not bullet 1, bullet 2. And I want to clean up the asset as well. I might change the asset at some point. Right now I'm just using a shrunken version of the other, but what's that? Oh shit, Nintendo NX reveal on Tuesday, that's pretty cool. I wasn't aware of that. Nice. Looking forward to that. Okay, so let's try that out. Hopefully that will be all I have to think about for that thing. Oh yeah, learning process, man. This, like, when I look at this game and I look through all this stuff, it's like I would never do any of this stuff like this anymore, but I've had to do it to learn not to do it, you know? And then even when I do it the way I think is right, I'll probably find a better way of doing it again, you know? Like, everything. You just gotta keep working. That's the important thing. Keep improving. Like, even in my professional career, there's always still stuff I learn, like... Oh wow, that's so much better than it was. That's crazy. I don't have any sound on, but yeah, that was satisfying. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's a really satisfying effect. I'm annihilating these grapes. Quite sour, but in the best possible way. So that's awesome. Got more stuff done. Right, so clean up the spikelets, which I'm doing. So that's already done. Bases of the platform, the level portrait. I can actually do the level portrait, but I don't feel like doing it right now, so I'm gonna skip that. It's a really simple task. I just don't want to have to do it right now. Fireball animation. I'm gonna come back to that. So So tomorrow. Tomorrow. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will be working on the game. I just like to kind of keep Mondays as a sort of sacred no stream day. But I will be back on Tuesday. Disable the smoke if you touch the lava or the water. Okay, I'm going to do that now. This is looking good. I'm getting quite a lot done. Well, at least I'm in my head. I'm kind of working out what I need to get done and what I have done and organising things. So it's cool. It's useful. Been a productive weekend. Right. What's that smoke effect when you die? What's that called? Is it this thing? Yep. It's called FX Puff. Right. Stuff like this actually. I could do this in a single action now. Like, so I wouldn't need to have all of these. I just do it in one line, but I'd have to redo loads of other stuff. But in future, I would just do it all in one. What was that about the NX? Oh, just another developer sent me something about it on Tuesday. Yeah, apparently it's being announced on Tuesday or something. Weird. I don't know. I'll ask him later. That'll be cool though. Something new. In my day job, I don't work on consoles anymore. I'm just a PC developer now, like, because, well, I don't know if our game would run on console, really. It's a bit too... Yeah, like... Yeah. Like, currently at work, I'm running a 1080 on my machine, so... well, I'm running one now, but at my home, but... Yeah, maybe it could be Tuesday. That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about the NX. I left Ubisoft before we would have really had any of their kits, I guess. I think. Yeah. There were no kits kicking around, and I mean, if there were, I probably wouldn't have said, but there weren't. Like, yeah, like. I haven't signed an NDA for it, so I can say that. Like, so yeah, I know nothing about the NX at all, like anything. I don't know anything about it. I know people who do, but I've not asked them about it or anything. Yeah, I'm technically meant to be a Nintendo developer, but yeah, I don't have a dev kit or anything. Like, I've signed NDAs for that, but that's a different beast altogether, right? So, when do I generate this? So, should be on a touch event. So, is on screen FX. I need to do a check. So on player death is animation. Okay. Is animation, so it's in this. Okay, so I need to do a check to see if the player's touching. So is player. I remember where the player's kept now. Is the player touching? Water, I guess. Water. Or lava, I guess. I wonder if I've called lava. I have. Amazing. What an idiot.
So all of these should be sub-events of that, and that needs to basically be inverted. So if it's not that or not that, do that. Okay, let's try that out, but not on that level. Basically, I don't like when you hit a wall, it puts a big smoke cloud, and I don't want that to happen if you're either underwater or in lava. I'll do it on the water level first. Bad example, need to do it when the platform's high. I collided before I went underwater. I need to wait till the water's high. That's fine. Huh, it still did it there. I guess that's because it's not overlapping, it's just causing a touch event, which I can't check for consistently. If it's not overlapping. If it is overlapping, it does nothing. I don't quite know how to check for that. If I replace player with players, maybe? So it's referring to the sprite rather than the player character, because the player character doesn't... You can't see it in the game, so it's not visually overlapping. I think maybe that's it. Find out. Nope. Is it because this needs to be players and the other thing needs to be lava? Maybe. I hope that's not the case, because I'm pretty sure I do something similar to this in the other levels. But yeah, to be honest, no idea about the NX thing. Just somebody just sent me a message then. Wow, this is annoying. Why is this? Unless I've got it the opposite way around. Don't think so. So if the animation crash is playing, which is the one you get from colliding with something, and you've triggered it once, which is fine, if you're overlapping the players,
Maybe it's because I'm calling the... Well, it could be the or of the statement, but maybe it's because I'm calling all the players and I need to just check per character or something. Right, I'm just going to try that. This is very annoying. Thought it'd be an easy fix. Right, so it works normally. Maybe it's got to be fully overlapping or something. That'll be annoying. That worked. That sucks. I don't like that. Let's try that again. Oops. I can't do it per character, surely. Try it again. Could be because there's an or in there. In which case I could probably just make a family of the lava and the water and it'd be fine. I do hope that's not the case though. That must be it. Certainly looks that way. Just make sure it works normally. Yeah, it definitely works normally. I'm gonna make a new family then. Don't do that very often. These are the most Moorish of grapes. What time is it? How long have I been streaming for? 3 hours maybe? Families, where are you? Make a new family, let's call it... Well, I don't need to call it anything, do I really? And lava. What do I call it? Liquid, I guess. Replace water with a liquid. Now this should work on multiple levels. Try on this one with a different character. That seemed to work. Make sure it still works normally against the walls. Need to actually hit the wall. Yeah. Double check on the water, but yeah, that's probably fixed it. Yep, great stuff. It's funny, it's a very minor thing which bothered me for a while. So platform width, check that tomorrow. Cog balance, going to check that tomorrow. Fire frequency, check that tomorrow because it's all part of balance. Just want to do a balance pass in the late evening. And I've got 2 assets to make. Oh, what was that? I just went across the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Viable animation. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna play some Counter-Strike. And yeah, I'm gonna call it here because got quite a bit done. I can't really say level 4's 100% completed, but it's pretty close. Yeah, I need to go on Hack and Plan at some point, which is like kind of my, I guess, my task tracker for this game. I'll probably put it on the stream on Tuesday. Yeah, because I won't be back tomorrow, will I? This is Monday, my special day. So I might do my balance stuff tomorrow because it'll be the least interesting thing to watch. Yeah, I'm going to do, on Tuesday I'll probably show my final task list and show where my milestones are and I guess when the game's going to be ready. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for watching if you are, and I will be back on Tuesday, probably around 9 PM UK time. Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching.